Welcome back to What's Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Object 252U Defender. It's a Tier 8 Soviet Heavy Premium and it's located on the south spawn of El Halluf and it's under the command of Captain Ashstorm. Okay, battle is commenced and he's already been rammed by an SU-130M on his own side, but I'm not too worried about that. No hits, points lost, so no damage done. Okay, this is an encounter battle. They always go bad. He's got a platoon mate with him, Yo Mamas, and Yo Mamas is also a member of What Arty Noobs, and we've done a few videos for him as well. He's in the ISM. Right, now we're moving. Now the thing about the Defender is it's got the 122mm DL13 gun, which is particularly effective because it's got a 440 alpha, penetrates up to 225mm. It's got very good angles on the pike nose. It's an IS-6 type turret with an IS-3 type hull, but slightly better angled than the IS-3. And the lower plate is actually quite tough. It can actually stop quite a few shells, which can only penetrate up to 215mm. Yes, there is somebody there, 50 TP. And he gets around him for 513, and that's a high roll. Reload is 12.38 seconds. It is quite long. That's a bit of a bugbear. He's just got another one in. 409 though, a low roll this time. Yo Mamas has taken up a position slightly further ahead. I think he's going to side scrape round that corner. Okay. 50 TP still there. And that one didn't go through. And unfortunately we lost the T-150. Obviously this is a tier 8 tank and we're in a tier 8 game, and he bounced around from the UDES. Not sure where that one went. Oh, the 50 TP's moved up to the corner. IS there. Can't see the UDES anymore. I think the UDES was a bit upset about having his shell bounce, but another 50 TP has made his way around and he's down the dip. Oh, there's the UDES. He didn't go away, he's just unspotted. Okay, well, we need to be careful. Reach forward and bounced another round from him. But he did not bounce that round. It overmatched his armour, went straight through for 454. Go for the UDES again, and he takes another one. A low roll this time, 386. So he is a one shot now, so we can take him out of the game. And the SU-130PM has come up, and no, that one doesn't go through the 50 TP. That's the same SU-130 who bumped into us earlier. And we're not doing too well actually. We're 4 tanks down on the enemy. We've got the T-43 coming up behind us and Captain Ashstorm spotted it and he needs to deal with it. Well, he gets one into the T-43 but leaves him on 103. So he's a one shot. He can do it. Could even ram him if we needed to, but can't get around him. Yep, no problem at all. He took a round from the M44. In fact, it's 2 critical hits. I think the shell may have hit the wreck ahead of us, and so we just caught the splash. Still got all our hit points. That's a good trick. He's actually gone around the corner, and it looks to me like Yo Mamas just took out the UDES. Yo Mamas has already got 3 kills in this game. And Captain National puts a round into the heavy tank number 6. Now 50 TP's next. That long reload is quite painful. Going for the rear. And yes, that one pens. 450, high roll. We've got a BK behind us though, that's the problem. A heavy tank firing from the dip. I go for the heavy tank first and get him out of the game. Yep, did it. Okay. Unfortunately, we just lost Yo Mama's taken out by the Hummel. And we've bounced around from the BK. Now, can you take out this 50 TP? Is he a one shot? I think so. Go for Capola. Yes, gets him. Well, we took a round from the BK. He's firing into our rear. Trying a bit of surprise. Mark 6. Bye bye, Mr. VK. Yep, gotcha. Okay, now tracks up. Let's go. We've got a DUF engine. We have still got a repair kit, but I suspect that Captain National is holding that in reserve just in case he gets his fuel tanks punctured. We've clawed some of the deficit back. We've still got 3 Artys and Captain National. He's used his repair kit at last. Well, one of the Artys, the FB304, the Burt, has gone into the cap. But the problem is the enemy's got 3 Artys as well. One of those is an M44 and another is the S51. Now they've got pretty good accuracy and pretty big footprint together. The Hummel is got a flat trajectory if it's got the Top Gun, so it's going to be a bit more difficult for him to actually hit anybody in the cap. But certainly the S51 and the M44 are capable of doing it. And an enemy Su-100M1 has made his way into our spawn area and he's attacking our school bus and the M44. Now let's see if they can defend themselves whilst Captain National makes his way around to the other side of the map. We lost the Su-14-1. It wasn't the school bus actually. Yeah, it was the Arty the school bus was designed on. And we just lost the M44 as well, so now we're down to just 2. And there's the S51. Oh, 233, a very low roll, and he's firing HE. Right ammunition for the job. But the S51 is just not moving. Now he is. Now he's smoking. Okay, so the question is, where is the M44 and where is the Hummel? Well, I would expect the Hummel or the F44 to be somewhere up on the heights towards the south. And the reason I say that is because from that position you can fire into the cap. We lost the FB304 and the enemy's got 2 in the cap, and I think we're too far back to get to the cap in time. It's got 5 kills already. If he can get these remaining tanks, he would easily get a Radley's and 1 to spare. I think the problem is the Jagdpanther and the Su-100M1. You might be able to take out the Artys, but those tank destroyers are going to be difficult to defeat, especially if they're working together. 3 in the cap, so we know that one of the tank destroyers is definitely in there. And there's the Jagdpanther. He bounces around off us, and we bounce off him. And there's the Su-100M. We're bouncing rounds. And the Su-100 is toast. Right, now it's the Jagdpanther. He's locked on. Auto aim. Comes up. No gun depression. And fires 1 in. Gets a partial reset because here's the M44 and the Hummel. They're all in the cap at the same time. M44 first. One shot. No, he pulled low. Go to Hummel. Jagdpanther next. It's the lowest hit points. Well, not. It's actually the higher hit points than the M44. Oh, got the M44, but the Jagdpanther is behind us. We've got our Radleys. Oh, that's what I was fearing. The Jagdpanther was the more dangerous of the two. Despite the fact the M44 had a 155mm gun, the Jagdpanther had the penetration to do the job, and unfortunately he did. And it's very sad, but it's a really honourable defeat. Look at this, he got an ace tanker in the Defender for the first time. It's got the scrolls underneath that indicates it's the first time. He also managed to pick up a Reaper for killing consecutive tanks in a row, 3 tanks in a row from one shot each. And he also managed to get a fire effect for doing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle, a duelist for taking down 2 enemies that did damage to him, and a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, screw incapacitations or module damage. He managed to get 11 in that one, but he did manage to get a Dumitru's medal for killing 3 of the enemy Arty, the S51, the Hummel and the M44, and he got a Radley Walters for killing 8 of the enemy, but it was that last one that caused the problem. There you go. High Caliber for dealing the most damage in the battle. A Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. He got 8 in total. And a win 8 for the game was 14,920. It really is incredible. And he really carried his team really towards the end, having to do all the work. But I think the enemy had the right idea. Get everyone into the cap all at once. Let the tank destroyers delay the Defender long enough so they could then cap out, and when that failed, it wasn't delayed, and he got the reset. Then it was just a matter of the tank destroyers getting behind him, or one of them getting behind him to shoot him in the back, and yep, that managed to finish it for him. Let's have a look at team score. Well, 5,579 hit points of damage. He did get the High Caliber for this battle. Yeah, it's a really sad that, it's a losing game, but he still worked it. The next highest scorer was the 50 TP with 3292, and then we got the ISM, which was Yo Mamas, who managed to get 2,610 hit points of damage. Third highest scorer, even though he was killed about 2/3 of the way through the game. When it came to kills, it was Captain Ashstorm again, 8 kills, the Radley Walters. Yo Mamas managed to get 3 kills, so did the SU-100M1. And when it came to the base experience points, it was it's the M44 who managed to get the most. And he's actually sporting a Confederate medal. He got 1,118. Then we've got the 50 TP with 1,095, and next we've got Captain Ashstorm with 1,053. Just goes to show how well he worked, how hard he worked, that he was the 3rd highest scorer of base XP, above all other 13 members of the enemy team, except for the top 2. And we can see that Yo Mamas managed to pick up 568 base experience points, so very good work by him. He was the 2nd highest scorer on his team. So let's have a look at detail report. Captain Ashstorm fired 21 rounds during that game. He got 19 direct hits and 16 penetrations, and splash on 1 as well. Damage of 5,579 hit points, of which 233 were at more than 300 meters. He received 22 hits from the enemy, 6 were penetrations, 14 non-penetrations. That goes to show how tough the armor on the 252 is. And 6 hits as a result of splash damage as well from the Arty. He blocked damage of 3,750 hit points. He spotted 5 enemy vehicles, damaged 11 of the enemy, so it was only 4 tanks he didn't actually touch, and got 8 kills. He also picked up damage assistance of 57 hit points, and he managed to get 66 defense points when he reset the cap, so he wasn't that far short of getting a Defender medal. If you look at the credit side, he earned 138,044 credits from the game, 69,022 from personal reserve, And he also got a reward for completing the mission and events, 74,422 from that. And he got the Courageous Resistance Award because he picked up an epic medal in a losing team. So his total came to 292,287 credits overall. And after repair, ammunition resupply and consumables, and he didn't use that much in the way of premium ammo, he ended up with a credit balance to take away of 206,267 credits, an absolutely massive score for Captain Ashstorm. He received 12 bonds for getting the Radley Walters, the Dumitrus, the High Calibre and the Top Gun, and he also earned 1,579 base XP, or base XP on premium, plus 856 for Courageous Resistance, 974 for completing the mission on the Holiday Ops, and 244 consists of a premium vehicle, so he took away 3,654 experience points altogether. I've been hard pressed to actually remember a battle where somebody lost but still earned that many credits. This was a really, really good display, and it was only the fact that he chose the wrong target. If he'd gone for the Jagdpanther and put him out, then I think he might have been able to withstand the M44. But as it is, he had to go for the M44 because he face-hugged him, and that allowed the Jagdpanther to get behind him, and as soon as he was behind him, that was it. He was just going to penetrate his weak rear, and it was all over. So, fantastic display by Captain Ashstorm. So sorry it's a defeat, but you did go down fighting, and that's the main thing, and that's what we always tell our Arty members. Go down fighting. It's far better than doing anything else, and at least you earn if you do. So, if you enjoyed that replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.